Welcome to this look at some crazy new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday the 12th of March. We've got some new mods and we've got some updates. We've also got a new map out today, which quite frankly is just out of this world. Get on to that later on. The updates then, we've got the map Lands of La Mancha by ProGar Modding. That doesn't say if it needs a new save game or not. Actually, all three of them don't say. Green Gold Farm by naimog Mod and Dilsau Gamer. Southern Black Forest by Albi. All three of those, it doesn't say if any new save game or not. We've got the Lizard GT CR pack by Miyoto Modding, Teak Modding, and Senior Vertex. We've got the Agco Ideal 2017-2023 pack by Patrick. We have got the Pons Bison Shuttle, the Pons Forwarder pack, the Komatsu Forwarder pack, all by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau, the Lizard 6000 by ADub Modding ABP team, the Kinsey Multi-Fruit Planter pack by Chris S and Riley S, and the Small Hall by Ikas. Those have all had updates. So we start then with the Country Flags for Wall by JMZ. 0.6 megabytes download, 3 slots each, and £50, euros, or dollars. As you can see, they go on the wall. Bracketed on, and we've got a slight different height variation we can adjust on these, and you can adjust the angle on them as well. We've got Poland, Germany, the Union flag, Great Britain, France, United States and Brazil. Under build mode, under decoration, under others is where you will find them. Hope I got it right. Poland, Germany, United Kingdom, France, USA, Brazil, yes. Slot counts come down to 1. When it comes to placing them, rotate them around on any wall, on any surface, anything you want. I mean, it's entirely up to you. They will go on to most structures. When you touch the structure, you'll then get a bit of movement up. As you can see, the closer you get, the higher they will go. And then the further away you'll get to a point, it will lift away from the structure. So when we actually touch the structure about there, for example, we have got some rotation. So if you want to change the angle off the wall, you can. But you are going to need to, as it's showing there. Let's do that. It says overlaps with another object. If you turn that off, you can then place. And there you go. That's how it's done. Let's go for the French flag on the wall there. And like I say, the closer you're in you go, the higher up it will go. Overlaps with another object. Press triangle. So we can place it, and then our rotation wherever you want it to go. Very cool indeed. I do like the fact they flutter as well. Very nice. Country Flags for Wall by JMZ. Next, we've got this, the Wood Shipping Container by Superfly 1842. 0.41 megabytes download, 5 slots and 500 to buy. Sell wood is done here, and you're not selling it, you're putting it into the container. Then manage it is done here. Light is automatic. If we click on here, I've got 1,308 already in here. Now it does say 252,000 cycles per month. What it will do is on the hour it will distribute your wood, or 1-to-1, out to anything that requires it. So we're going to do a bit of a test, because I have placed the paper mill just there, so it should just go to here. But I have found on my Floor is Not Lava series that it's done on a percentage basis. So depending on what production you've got, some productions will get way more than others. But anyway, all that being said, that's what it will do. You'll find it under build mode, under silo this was. There, out on the end. I said 500. Slot count's only 5, comes down to 1. There's no colour choice, you get it just like that, with full rotation for placement. Still sort of needs to be on the flat realistically, but yeah, that's up to you. Put a bit more in. Drop that in place. And then sell wood. That'll go in there. So we've now got 6,359 litres. It is running, technically. So I'm going to do a speed up time just past the hour, and that should distribute out. There we go. So what we should have in here now, that's curious. Oh, Such an idiot. Don't forget, it was all done intentionally. If you leave it on storing, it will store. You can sell your wood if you want to, but if you put it on distributing, it will distribute out to where you want to go. For all of you who have already jumped the gun and commented, we got there in the end. I often do. But so you can put these out in your logging operation, so you haven't got to necessarily bring all of the lumber back. You can have one of these or a couple of these, have them dotted around the map, and you've got locations to take it to, and you can distribute from there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to skip ahead to just on 10 o'clock, and it should have distributed. Let's try that again, shall we? Now that's curious. So it hasn't distributed all of it. But over here, we should have some of the wood. There you go. In here, 2,590 litres has been transferred over. If you have got other productions that require wood, it will do them, but every hour it will send more out. Like I said, on a percentage basis, some will take more than others. It's a very strange distribution setup, but that's how it works. So it has gone from there to there, and that could have been on the other side of the map. Doesn't matter where it is, it will still distribute out to anything that requires wood. So there you go. That's your wood shipping container by Superfly 1842. Next over here we've got the calf cage just here. This by Just Farming. This is 1.91 megabytes download, 3 slots each, 500 to buy. Now these again, these are designed for maps that are set up to run calves. There are various different ones out there. Obviously the map I'm on isn't. You can still put one animal in here. I've got a full-size cow in here. It's not what it's designed for. It's designed for calves to go in on a map that's set up for calves. But it can still be used. Under build mode, under animals, under cows, out on the end there, 500. Slot count will come down to 1. There's no colour options on this when you place them. Dialogue box is just here for your one cow / calf. We've got feed and we've got water point here, and we've got bedding as well goes in. It does say about using wheelbarrows and buckets and shovels and stuff like that, which you absolutely can. I just used the Mahindra and the small trailer, and it worked no problem at all. When it comes to mucking out, because they will produce manure, we can open the gate, and apparently you can muck them out once the gate has been opened. It does the job. We put one in here. You don't have to buy them directly. Obviously, you can bring a livestock trailer if you want to. There we go. Put our Tarmix ration in. Like I say, wheelbarrows, buckets, shovels. It's designed to be on a much smaller scale and to be more immersive. You would kind of go along with those items to feed them. I did find though, for the water trigger, I couldn't get the water trigger to work until I opened the gate. When I opened the gate like that, I backed the water trailer up, and then the trigger came up just around here, but I had the gate open. Just as a bit of advice, if you want it. If you don't, just have a fiddle around, no problem at all. There you go. That's the calf cage by Just Farming. Next, yes, we've got these. Now, this does come with a warning. We have this, or these, because I've placed a few of them. This is the automatic water for animals and greenhouses by JogaDim. It is 0.45 megabytes download, 3 slots and 5,000 to buy. Now, it does say because of the scripting involved for console, and we have got a distribution one from, is it Omatana? That you fill up with all the different things, then it distributes out like a production. But anyway, this is under silo extensions, and it comes pre-filled with 1 million litres of water. It needs to be placed near to a greenhouse, some greenhouses, or in the case of the animals, I've got a cow pasture over here that requires water. I've put one over here as well, just by it. So you're not going to run out of water anytime soon. Now, I don't think it refills. I think it's 1 million litres. Once it's done. But 1 million litres is going to last you quite some time. And if after then you need to remove it because it's empty and put another one in, £5 for 1 million litres, you can't really odds it, to be fair. If I go into my greenhouse now, actually you'll see bottom right, there we go. Now it's saying 1,999,000 because what I did for my thumbnail was placed another one back here, which it allowed me to place which has given me 2 million litres here. Now here's the warning. If you place it in the wrong place, what happens when you sell a silo or a silo extension that's got things in them, it will sell the product as well. It will give you the warning. So what should happen now, if I go to this and go to demolish and do that, it does say that the following items are in there. Do you wish to sell them? And it gives you the value of those items. So if I press OK now to sell all that water, hang on, is that 1 million? Isn't it funny how my brain automatically jumped to 1 million litres? Because the alternative seemed so ludicrous, but that says 999,999,933, doesn't it? That explains why, when I came to sell that, that was saying so much money. Yeah, so if I sell that now, 101,535,574 harvest income. Now I'm maxed out on my test map anyway, but you've got to be careful. So if you do place one and you make a mistake and it's in the wrong place, when you sell it, you'll make a fortune. But then to remove that money, you're going to spend quite a while leasing and returning items, or if you're playing in a multiplayer map, you could set up a second farm. And then what you could do is you could transfer all the money over to the second farm. That would be my advice, would be go onto multiplayer on the map you've got. If you're on single player, go onto a multiplayer server, the standard one in-game, set up a second farm, transfer all the money to the second farm, then delete the farm. That might be the quickest option. But anyway, so yeah, that is absolutely bonkers. My brain couldn't comprehend that. Anyway, automatic water for animals and greenhouses by JogaDim. Yeah, so as me saying 1 million, you're not going to run out. No, 999 million. Or 100 million when it starts. Anyway, there you go. That's that. Next, we've got this, the small haul. This is by Purcelixx. It is 7.45 megabytes download, 9 slots on console, 62,000 to buy under build mode and sheds. The next 3 are all under build mode and sheds. And we start here with this one. As I said, 62 grand. Slot count comes down from 9 to 1. There's no colour choice on this. You get it just as it is with free rotation, as you can see. The next one we're going to look at is that one there, which is the garage 18 by 7. That's 29 slots. Slot count comes down to 2. I'll tell you the rest of the details of those and the models in a moment. And then the third one we're going to look at is that one there, which is just shed. That one is 20 slots, which comes down to 1, and it's 8 grand to buy. So, like I say, we'll have a look at each of those. None of them have a colour option. You get them just as they are, but they're all here under build mode and sheds. So the first one just here. These are drive-through. Lighting is automatic. I haven't found a light switch. So that's our first. The small haul by Purcelixx. Next to that, we've got the garage 18 by 7. So that is actually 12.17 megabytes download. As I said, 29,000, 30 grand to buy by 750 Ti modding. This one does have lighting. So we come here to light switch there. Switch lights on or off, like that. We do also have a light switch here. Open this door, come outside, we have a light there. So if we turn this light switch on, there you go. So light coming outside. This doesn't have a workshop trigger, but we do have a little workshop in here. 4-door. But as you can see, depending on how you open these two, this one will overlap that one will overlap that one obviously doesn't. So it's just something to be aware of, as you can see. Very nice indeed. The garage 18 by 7 by 750 Ti modding. Have I got the right way around? Yes, I have. And then this one over here, this is the shed. Just see, this doesn't have lighting. This is 6.04 megabytes download. As I already said, 20 slots, which comes down to 1. 8,000. This is by Matiss. Nicely made and detailed, as you can see. That's the shed by Matiss. Next, we have got the yogurt factory. Now, this comes with yogurt factory, Cheese factory. Oh, we've got some. Fantastic. I wasn't sure if they were going to spawn yet, but yogurt factory, and then the cheese factory does aged cheese. What's interesting with that is it does say in the description it takes longer to produce them because they're worth more because they have to age. Now you don't have to take regular cheese to it and then it ages it, which actually would have been quite a cool thing to do actually. That requires milk like the other one does. So yogurt factory, aged cheese, and then we've got a sell point that comes with this as well. So the yogurt factory is 15.92 megabytes download. The yogurt factory is 24 slots, 72,000 to buy. The aged cheese factory is 16 slots, 23,000 to buy. Then the sell point is 18 slots, which is just over there, and that's 10,000 to buy. So that's our sell point that comes with it. So in the build modes, production and factories, right out on the very end, slot count comes down to 1 on the yogurt factory, and on the aged cheese factory it also comes down to 1, but there's 72 grand to 23,000. Then we go to selling points, and it is, that's it, there isn't yogurt factory, yeah. That one, that slot count comes down to 1 as well. So the yogurt factory itself. Now each of these takes 270,000 litres of milk. I didn't fill these up with the other items required, but as you can see, we've got our pallets, that's grape yogurt, we've got chocolate yogurt, and then we have got strawberry yogurt, and then we have got butter being produced here. Did I put cheese on as well? I might have done it. I don't think these are liftable. No. Please. Oh, that one is, okay. I can't remember if I put cheese on or not. We'll check that in just a moment. But the doors do open. There you go. Close the door. We do have lighting in here. It's pretty cool. This outer door opens and closes as well, the roller door. Lighting just here for this section. Then we've got lighting over here. Where was the light switch in here? Oh, it's the other side of the door, wasn't it? There we go. Managed production. As you can see, look, oh, yogurt's being stirred. Once you've got some stuff in here, it's running. And there's our managed production. So, yogurt, strawberry yogurt, grape yogurt, chocolate yogurt. That's interesting that we had strawberry, grape, chocolate, but not a normal one. Hasn't quite completed its run yet. But as you can see up here, milk, strawberry, grape, chocolate are your incoming, and then outgoing. If you've put the butter and cheese on as well, you can have those running too. And the recipes are pretty favourable. As you can see, I've only had this running a couple of hours because I skipped ahead of time to show you the delivery, if you've set it to distributing, for the lumber. This is a pretty cool mod actually. Anyway, delivering is done here. As you saw at the front, that's where your pallets spawn. Which is pretty cool. And we come across here to our aged cheese. Now, like I said, this is interesting because it says this takes longer because it's aged cheese. I've got 5 pallets of aged cheese here in the same time it took to do one of each of those, which is crazy. Dropping off is done here, just milk, and our production is here. But as you can see with our recipe, cycles per month 9,600, a 10 to 9, and it's milk to aged cheese. Now, what's good about this is it's not just milk to cheese. It doesn't just give you a cheese, it gives you an aged cheese, which I'm surprised that you don't bring the cheese from this one, put it in this one, and then it transforms it into aged cheese. I guess that might have made more sense, like I said a little while ago. But that being said, if we look at the prices, aged cheese, if you, I've got to sell everything there, which is saying 3,543. If you put the sell point in that comes with this mod, the market, 5,738 for the aged cheese. That's crazy. And now yogurts aren't bad prices either. 3.5s, 3.6s, 3.8s, 3.9s. Grape yogurt, same thing. Strawberry yogurt and our regular yogurt. I'll tell you what, it's not bad. We can open this door as well. We go in here where our cheeses are aging nicely. Light switch in here as well. Like so. That's pretty cool, I like that. That may get some use, I'm just thinking. So that's the Yogurt Factory by so it was by naimog mod. Next we've got the small corn dryer, which is just over here. Now the small corn dryer is an interesting one. I mean, it dries corn. You get your regular corn, you put it in, you get dried corn. Brilliant. You get 4 sell points that come with this. That's your corn dryer just here. Putting in is done here at the front. Managing is done there, and taking out is done here. This runs really quickly. 15,000 litres in gives you, I'm sure it says 12,900 out. So I've got it turned off at the moment because I just put 15 in. It started running, I topped it up. Yeah, so 15,000 to 12,900 out. If I turn that on, you'll see the speed at which this runs. You'll see the numbers going up rather quickly. If I come out of here, look at the bottom right. This is rapid. You're not going to have to hang around for your dried corn. Now, as far as prices go as well, for our corn, or our dried corn that is, we need to go up, I think. There you go. There's our dried corn. 1,200, 1,250, 1,260. Yeah, so compared to regular corn prices, it's worth drying it. You don't require any propane, gas, anything like that. You just put it in and it runs. I mean, that's pretty good, isn't it? The corn dryer itself, right, so it's 3.99 megabytes download. It's by JMZ. 4 slots, 21,390 for the corn dryer. The sell points, of which there are 4, 2 of them are 12 slots, 2 of them are 13 slots. We'll look at the prices of those momentarily. If I just take out what corn we've got dried already. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that, the way that emptied. Now this one I had a problem with a little while ago. Oh, there we go. I had a load of extra regular corn and I couldn't get it. For some reason it wouldn't register it. 8,900, it's pretty good. So, that's the speed, that's the dryer, that's how it runs, that's how it works. Under build modes and under production is where you'll find the corn dryer. Just there, slot count comes down to 1. We then go to our selling points and we scroll across this way and you'll get these 4 here. So starting there, so 55 grand for the farmer's market, oh yeah, 55 grand for the fast food restaurant, 65 for the restaurant and 80 grand for the supermarket in that order. That's your small corn dryer by JMZ. Now, I've got 2 mods today that wouldn't download. I've never had that happen before. One said failure. It just wouldn't download, just kept saying failure. That's the Bale storage package by Maddog Design. 24.81 megabytes download. I've never had that happen in all the time of doing mod reviews. I've never had a failure to download. Some of them will sit saying pending for quite a long time. And then they'll gradually go. But no, you came up failure. Wouldn't download at all. And the other one is the Assortment of Fillable Pallets by Lancyboi. That one kept going through the process. It would go through, it would go up to, and the highest it went was 95%, then went back to pending, did it again, went back to pending. I uninstalled it, tried to reinstall it, I came out of the game, came back in again, tried to do it, it would not download. So those two I couldn't get to download at all. Very peculiar. Like I say, I've never had that happen before. But anyway, next over here, we've got the Kotte FRC pack by JDFendt, 5.64 megabytes download, 6 slots each. Now, these are in essence the same as the in-game standard ones. There are a couple of changes, a few bits here and there. We've got wheel chocks, we've got the side bits on here for pipes. Now these are designed to work with the manure system, which we don't have on console. That's predominantly what they work with. They will work without. They have had a few little bits and tweaks and stuff changed here and there, but that is predominantly what they are designed to work with. But they, like I said, they have got a few tweaks and a couple of extra changes to it. I haven't tried it with the pumps and hoses pack. It's one of those things, pumps and hoses is such a massive mod. There are so many components to it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, they are slurry or digestate tanks that can be placed out to a field. You're better off driving them out empty, dropping them down, then filling them up. Driving them out full, it's quite a proposition. 55,000 litres and 65,000 litres. Under slurry tanks is where we're going to find them. So the standard in-game ones are here. The FRC 55 and 65. These are 4 slots each. And the options on these, we've got wheel brand, Trelleborg and Continental. That's it. And we've got a main colour and licence plate. If we go across to these, so what we have got added, we've got Trelleborg, Continental, and Nokian has been added in as a tyre choice. Then we've got decoration hoses. We've got left and right. left only, right only, or none at all. The hangers still stay there, but the pipes go and they come back on. Changing the colour and a license plate option on there as well. So like I say, I mean, there's a few tweaks and changes to the standard format. What we'll do, start that up. If you look in the top of this one, that one is full with 55,000 litres of digestate in it. When you get to where you're going and you disconnect, that really still annoys me massively. It will do that. Hook it up, it will raise up. Drive it to where you're going, and then you can load, unload, and that kind of stuff as well. Big pipe at the top. So for that more immersive feel, if you're bringing out slurry tankers, slurry spreaders, the ones that can refill, you can bring them out and you can open out the nozzles on them, and you can plug the nozzle into the top section where the pipe is for filling, that kind of thing, if you want to do that. So that's those. That's the Kotte FRC pack by JDFendt. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard RT14 by caleruega modding design. This is 11.18 megabytes download, 7 slots on console with an 18,000 litre capacity, swivel front axle. There's no option to change the capacity or anything like that. It comes just like this. We've got unload, normal door or grain door. Under build, I keep saying build mode. Why I keep saying under build mode? Under trailers is where you'll find it. Right there, slot count comes down to 1. We'll take all of those crop types. We've got wheel setup standard, standard 2, rim colour, silver or special, and license plate. Like I said, 18,000 litre capacity. I start this up. We've got our lights, indicators, unload. That's your standard unload. Nice animation, not too slow. Pretty cool. Then tip side grain door. There you go. Just like that. That's the Lizard RT14 by caleruega modding design. Next, we've got this. In fact, we've got 2 ploughs, one after the other. So the first one is the Lizard AF by John GM. 11.7 megabytes download. 3 slots each. There are 3 of these in this pack. One is 0.9 meters, one is 1.2, and one is 1.5 meter. And then next to that, well, I'll say it now because we're going to have a look at both, because they're both right next to each other anyway. The Kverneland BE6 by Puszkap and Cashdown 18, 8.26 megabytes download, 8 slots and 3 meters wide. So that one and that one just there. So, under tools and equipment, under ploughs, there's our 3 AFs. The AF3, AF4, AF5, 0.9, 1.2, 1.5. Options are the same on all of them. So you've got cleaners, yes or no. For the discs, we've got decal standard. 1, 2, back off again. Actually, just noticed. I didn't notice before. That says AF Lizard. The decal that side is back to front. That one's okay. How's it looking the other side? Yeah. Second one's back to front. And then we've got, isn't that weird? I didn't notice when I was doing my sort of checking. And then our colour option, we've got each one of these 4 to choose from under those. And then next to that, sorry, out on the, there we go, just there. We've got the BE6, which is the second one we're going to look at. 16 grand, slot can comes down to 1, 3 meters wide. Options on this, we've got wheel setup 1 or 2, which changes the hub like that. So that's those 2. Now, there's no unfolding or anything like that. Lower the plough, off we go. 0.9 to 1.5 metres, depending on which one you've gone for. We can create fields. It does bring up stones. It is a plough. Nice animation of turning there. So there you go. That's the Lizard AF by John GM. Then we'll go and grab the other one. There we go. Wheel at the back, as you can see, the Kverneland BE6 by Puszkap and Kverneland 18. Now this one unfolds and it changes the angle of the wheel, because at the moment when we drive it's keeping it right behind the tractor, as you can see. Then when we unfold the plough, it turns the wheel like that, so as we drive forward it will swing the plough out to the required distance away, so we get our full 3 meters of ploughing goodness. Drop it down and away we go. Again, this will bring up stones. We can create fields. Again, nice animation on the turning of the soil. Fold the plough back. And then we're good to go to leave the field. Very nice indeed. Lizard AF by John GM and the Kverneland BE6 by Puszkap and Kverneland 18. Next we have got, just here, we have got the Rolmako. This is the U436 SH by JMZ. 11 megabyte download, 9 slots, 4 meters wide. This is interesting. I like the animation on this and how this works. This you will find under cultivators. Right there. Slot count will come down to 1. 170 horsepower required. Now it says lighting on the back. We've got no or yes, which does that. Then we've got our coulters or cutters. So you've got single shank or the duck feet. And then we've got main colour, different shades of blue, and then design colours. So everything at the moment that's black can be a shade of blue if you want it to be. Those are your options. So you get it like this, and when you fold it for transport, the lighting does this. Actually, let's attach it. That's a good idea. How cool is that? Lighting on, indicators. Without brake lights. That is pretty cool. Then unfold it for the field. That all folds out the way. Brilliant. Love it. 4 meters wide. Cultivating goodness. It's not a shallow cultivator, as you can see. It is bringing stones up. That's the Rolmako U436 SH by JMZ. Next, we've got this. This is the Lizard Evolution Pack. This is by ManuchoFS. It is 10.3 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, 10.5 meters wide for the header, and the trailer is 4 slots. So this is a corn sunflower header. It doesn't fold up, so that's why you've got the header trailer, because it's quite a long proposition at 10.5 meters wide. This you'll find under corn headers. Just there, the Evolution MH2052, 97 grand. Slot count comes down to 1. Options on it, we can change the main colour to anything on that palette, like that. Then we come from there, we go down to our header trailers. Out on the end, 10 grand. Slot count will come down from 4 to 1. For the header trailer, we can change the rim colour, and we've got a license plate option on there as well, like that. Nice wide wheelbase on that as well. Not that I've ever had a header trailer tip over, but it's, you know, swivel front axle. Header's nicely made. I just grabbed any harvester. I just thought this would fit nicely with the colour I went with. I don't know why I went with this colour, just did. Unfold. Nice smooth animation. Came off the header trailer, nice and easy. Sometimes headers get stuck, they get snagged and caught up, but no such problem there. Let's turn this on. have a look at all the bells and whistles. Very long snoots on this one. That was interesting. That lifted up. I've never noticed that before doing sunflower. That lifted higher. Just to kind of grab the heads and cut the stalks. That's what I'm going to do, because I've never noticed that before. I'm going to tip this on the ground and see if it stays at the same height for the corn. Pipe in. So let's lower that. I'm sure that went lower. Am I imagining things? Maybe I am. Oh no. Yeah, there you go. It dropped lower. So it dropped lower for the corn and higher for the sunflower. I've never noticed that with the corn header before. It's probably always done it. Isn't it strange? Unless it hasn't always done it, in which case, look, it does it. There you go. That's the Lizard Evolution Pack by ManuchoFS, which brings you on to the last of the mods for today. While I'm heading over, the map. This is just typical. I've been deciding on a map to do for a Manu Let's Play. I ummed and ahed, made loads of decisions, finally put up my first episode today, and then later on in the day, when the mods dropped at about 5 PM, 4:30, 5, a new map dropped, which looks absolutely fantastic. It's called Mars the Mission by Farmer Bob. And it's Mars. It's a colony. You go and farm a colony. And the mission is to produce a certain amount of stuff that gets transported back to Earth. You've got, I think, 20 years to do it. And there's a set list of how much stuff you've got to produce. Wow. So map tour will be coming on that ASAP, probably tomorrow morning by the time it's done, mid-morning, hopefully. But anyway, it looks fantastic. Anyway, the last of the mods for today then. And it's this, or these, I mean this technically. This is the 1075C by Oscar 8599, 19 slots. The clam bunk is 2 slots. You'll see what I mean about that in a moment. So we have a few different options with regard to, this is a forwarder. It's a big old unit as well, loads going on. One thing I will say I'm not a big fan of, you've got different tint options, and that's the standard, but it seems very misty looking through that. I don't know if it'll get an update or not. It just, yeah, I don't know. It could just be me. It could be my eyesight. I don't know. But we've got various different bunk options, and this one here, if you go for it open and it has the clam bunk attachment options, the clam bunk comes separately. You lift it on, connect it, and you can have the clam bunk. So if you're moving really big stuff, or you don't want to load logs onto the back of it, you're just dragging them out a little bit like a skidder, you can operate it like that. As you can see, we've got Ollisfors options, quite a few of them on here as well. It's got a big old reach on the crane, and like I say, it's a big old unit. Nice bit of kit, this. So you'll find the vehicle under forestry machines, just there, 485,600 for the base model, and the slot count will come down to 1. So our options, we have got Nokian, we've got Ollisfors, and we've got Trelleborg. Trelleborg is just that one. Under our Nokians, we've got standard, we've got standard, standard 2, standard 3, which I like that a lot. That's got a very skidder sort of look to it. And then we go to our Ollisfors. Now we've got Eco Track. This goes through the Eco Tracks on all sets of wheels. Then it goes to the rear set only, and we go through Eco Tracks 1 through 6. I'm not going to read them all out, but we'll just, hang on, let's go back to our Ollisfors and I'll scroll through them. So as you can see, the odd numbers, or the standard, is all, and then the evens, as we go through, goes to the rears. There you go. So either track 2s, then we go to the 3s, which goes back to all of them, then we go to the 4s, which goes rear. So there you go. That's all those. We've got front shield, yes or no. We've got back basic, which just comes like that. So you've just got the crane for lifting, whatever you want to do. You've got with the clam bunk holder, so it puts the brackets on for the clam bunk to attach onto if you want. You've then got basic front grille with one section for holding. You've got rear stanchion, sort of front and rear stanchion. Then you've got front, rear and mid stanchion as well, back to basic. So I went for one of those, and I went with one for the clam bunk holder. You've then got cab protection, so that puts a set of grills bars on the back of the cab. Extra extinguisher, puts one or two at the front. You've got then 2 on the roof, and then you've got 1 down the front. So whichever versions of those you want. I would think getting the ones off the roof is a little bit trickier, but that's entirely up to you. You've got windows, so that's how normal. Then we've got half tint, full tint, back to normal, and those are your options. So jump in, start it up. Camera options, like I say, it just seems a little bit misted in there. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe it is. So that camera, and back again. We've got a crane operation, fairly standard in crane operation. Our up, down, and then under R1, we've got our movement that way, sort of in and out as well. And then what we have got, if I bring it that way, under L1 it says crane claw rotation inactive. So at the moment, L1, R1, if I do right stick side to side, it won't do anything, but up and down, it will close it. If I do crane claw active, like that, I can rotate the head, and I can open and close it. So if you want the head fixed, you can. If you want to be able to open and close it, you can. And then we've got left stick side to side. Oh yeah, that was for the, so if you want to push logs, that kind of thing, you can. There you go, you can lift yourself up a little bit as well, so you want a more stable platform for working, you can. That's for that. Oh, and then we've got the clam bunk. At the moment it's open, so fold load space, that's how it will come for transportation, or whatever you want to do. Then when you get to where you're going, if you want to put more in, unfold the load space. That's a big old proposition. You'll get a fair old bit in that. Sounds great. Horn lighting's pretty good too, as you can see. Light on the crane too, which I like. And then we have got change direction. But what, like I said, because that's a little bit misty, I don't know, I just found it a little bit difficult to see. So you can drive it that way. That's pretty cool. So that's that one. And then the other one, like I said, I mean, the only difference being really is that it's all open at the back. We've got the clam bunk. I've got the Ollers Falls on this one. So if I detach now, it it disconnects that, and we can use the crane. I mean, you can use various different grabs and whatever you want to take it on and off with. I just used that because I thought it'd be easier. That's where I make a fool of myself. Actually, I need to, there you go, activate the claw so we can rotate it. And we can grab that. I'm nowhere near it, am I? Look. So we can lift that up and off, put it down the ground. When we get to there, it should come up with the option to connect. Why is it not coming up with the option to connect? That's weird, it did before. Oh, it's saying attached, there we go, down the bottom. So I'll attach it now, X, boom, in place. Away we go. Now the clam bunk, we can open and close the clam bunk. So if we load our logs in, put our logs in, then close it up, it will grab them and hold them, theoretically. Other than that, crane operation is all the same. We've got our change direction for steering, driving. It does have a trailer hitch on the back, so if you want to put another trailer on the back there for loading up multiple sets, you can. There is a trailer hitch. That's a nice bit of kit. That's the 1075C by Oscar 8599. That's it for the mods. for Tuesday the 12th of March. Apologies for the lateness of the posting of this. I've still got to edit it now and then post it. It's going to be knocking on 9 o'clock before this goes up. Mods didn't drop till nearly 5 o'clock, so by the time I've set everything up, got it all ready to go, made my notes and then go, it just gets late. So apologies for that. And I will get onto the map tour first thing in the morning. If you have found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.